the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Bringing it out. It's Martin. Coverage team flying down a good job to limit the return. Not much there. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle at the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Defense is coming after him. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Hoosiers will have to kick it away on a punt now for the first time today. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Third down upcoming after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Donaldson. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Play action here on first down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
No way to run up the middle.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Scanning the field. It's Sayan. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Ohio State 7, Indiana 0.
And the kickoff will be returned. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for some space. It's Black. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Pump over the middle, it's Cooper. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early. Third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down after that short completion. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Can he get there on the ground? You make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking for a receiver. Nice grab. It's Cooper. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
11th play of this grinding drive here in the playoff game. Third down and short. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a big play. Moves the ball to 39.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it go quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
He escapes the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic that moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Pressure is coming. Grab down the middle. It's Cooper. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the crow route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Quick throw to his receiver. Pump over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run. Then you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind them. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Grabbed by the receiver. Bring toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Great catch and run for 6.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You've got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it. Puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away, and they get points out of this possession. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Of course, boy, the defense has got to do a better job of being aware of the tight end over the middle of the field. Quarterback saw him open, made a nice throw.
On the run, it's Scarlinson. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Catch made on the out route. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
And there's the handoff. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
This is the 6th play on the drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, not right through. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Sticking with the running game. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive moving.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
First down here for this offense. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Second down now after the sack. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. With the catch, it's Cooper. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Hoosiers will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. He has first down yardage at the 46.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Wide open downfield. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Buckeyes begin a new series here. 1st and 10. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. It's a second and goal play for the offense. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly, and why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment to that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Got to get set now to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? To throw, it's Sayin. Grab behind the line, it's Jackson. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Start at the 25. The Ohio State offense back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout while they check him out. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Fighting off the defender. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Keeping it on the ground here. Running with purpose. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back. It's Sayin. He's running out of time here. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for 6. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he'll be stopped just short of the end zone at the 1. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Touchdown, Buckeyes! To put them on top now. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. And they hand it off to the back. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Grab down the middle. It's Black. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
It's a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Hoosiers. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. Tight end makes the grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
Did not get there, and now we're just going to bring out 4th down and 1.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. They'll give it to the back. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Now it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Caught in the backfield, it's Black. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The Hoosiers looking to keep this drive moving.
How about the tight end going down the middle of the field for a big gain? Good throw by the quarterback.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Tied up here in the 3rd quarter. These 2nd down and long plays becoming important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Black. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. To throw, it's Mendoza. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlocked, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Indiana. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead... takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. It's Sayan. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. You bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Here's the second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
The pass rush closing in. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Heading left after the handoff. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
See if they can convert the point after. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Beebe. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. The pocket breaking down.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Sack sets up 2nd down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. That's caught. It's Williams. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Well, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running right up the gut. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on third down. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board. Well, you talking about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Turner trying to create good field position. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. The sure hands. It's Cooper. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Second down after that completion. The back's got it. Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running back with the football. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice game.
Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Running play called on third and short. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. This could be the game here. He's got it, enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And the back gets the football. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Slides with the throw. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? Running out of time in the pocket. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. This might be for the ball game. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one final play, and they've got to get it in the end zone for the score with a shot to win the game.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump on top here in the fourth. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the national championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.